Oh, look here. They say a vampire's appeared.
Really? How terrible.
But that can't possibly be. I thought those abominations were wiped out centuries ago during the war with humankind.
Does this mean that some of them survived?
Maybe they've come back to get their revenge on us.
Nonsense. Vampires are only a folk tale.
Perhaps not. My great-grandfather swears to have seen one.
Please, it's nothing but a ghost story.
Not to worry. The church and its chasseurs will deal with the monster.
I'm so cold. I'm fine. I just felt a little anemic for a moment, that's all.
Anemic? You do look awfully pale.
Oh, well, after this, I swear I'll visit my doctor. He's the only person I'll allow to examine me. Still, though, thank you for the concern.
Stop it, Myrrh.
He's very warm. Oh, and my name is Amelia, by the way. Could I trouble you for an introduction as well?
Sure. This cranky little fellow's called Myrrh. Careful, he's somewhat excitable.
Thanks, but I wasn't talking about him.
All passengers, your attention please. La Ballon will be arriving in Paris momentarily.
Perry? Where's Perry, Mademoiselle Amelia? I can't see it anywhere.
I don't think we can make it out from here.
Oh dear, I suppose not. That's most unfortunate. To think that something of such enormous weight could be made to float through the air like this. The power of Astermind is truly awe-inspiring.
Can I assume that this is your first time on an airship, sir?
Yes.
How lovely. Do you plan to see the sights?
No, I've come to retrieve something.
May I ask what?
The Book of Vanitas. You may have heard of it, actually. It appears in a folk tale called The Vampire of the Blue Moon. It's an accursed grimoire. It's been a nice chat. We should probably get ready to disembark.
So cold.
Hey! Are you really going through with this?
Of course I am. I happen to know without a doubt that my target is inside this airship.
Attention please. The ship's passenger facilities are no longer available. We respectfully request that any passengers who have not...
About what you said. I don't mean any disrespect to you, monsieur, but do you truly believe the Book of Vanitas is real?
I don't know. But I did receive a letter stating that the book had been sighted here. So, I shall let that guide my way.
Mon Chaton, my dearest kitten. It is imperative that you locate the Book of Vanitas and determine its authenticity. I'm counting on you.
So you see, this trip to Paris is more of a necessity. Huh? Mademoiselle, are you all right?
Don't touch me!
Your eyes, they burn like those of a vampire.
I've got you now!
Or at least I thought I had you. And who the devil are you?
I might ask you the same.
My business is with the lady. Here's some friendly advice. Get out of my way, now, or you're in for a world of pain.
That's not happening.
You move well, even while encumbered.
Oh, great. Here we go.
The wire.
vibe, you quack?
Stop calling me quack! It seems I took him too lightly. That crimson-eyed beast. Apparently he is a vampire as well. Let's move.
I'm cold. They're so terribly cold.
I'm already out of time.
How lovely it is here. I like it. Will you surrender this place to me? Let me have your true name.
Mademoiselle! You, get her to the infirmary. What's the matter? Mademoiselle. No, my strength is draining away. Stop! Let me go! I'm not cold. Not anymore. I feel so warm inside, but it's not enough. I want it all! Every last drop you have to offer! Mademoiselle Amelia, please stop this! Have you forgotten yourself? We're forbidden to attack humans. Surely you must know that. I can barely move. Is it poison?
Well, I did warn you that you were in for a world of pain. Exactly as I anticipated, the malady makes itself known. Chills that are unbearable. Black tears welling forth from the eyes and chest. Briars of shadow. Sin of briars.
Wait, what's a malnomen? I don't...
It's what we call the tattered remains of a true name that's been corrupted by the maladies. A vampire's true name is akin to life itself, and hers has been tainted. So the urge to drink blood, which is normally easy to suppress, became an uncontrollable compulsion.
Come on, you quack! Quit monologuing and get this done!
Stop interrupting my thing, Baldy!
I am not bald!
Are you a chasseur sent by the church? Or perhaps you are Buol instead? Have you come to carry out her execution? Explain yourself.
Me? A chasseur? A Buol? That's a good one. Not specializing in vampires. And I've come here this evening to cure that girl.
A blue leather cover. Pages black as night. A clockwork grimoire linked to a silver chain. Is that it? Impossible. The Book of Vanitas.
And now, my dear lady, what do you say we return your true name to its rightful owner?
like sunshine in spring.
No. It's so much more than that, because this light and all its warmth are yours. For you are the one called Floyfel, the bringer of spring. Interesting.
My name. You've restored my true name. At long last. Thank you.
Stop right there! Put your hands up!
You're the ones who broke in through the observation gallery.
Oh, great. More news, seniors.
Here's some friendly advice. You had best stay out of our way. For if you don't, you're in for a world of...
Tag?
It's the blue moon.
You don't appear to be afraid of it at all. Even though its blue light is said to deprive vampires of their power, which makes it a symbol of misfortune.
That may be so, but you know what, teacher? In my eyes, it's a beautiful sight to behold.
That's hilarious! But what's with this landing?
Stop laughing and explain yourself. What kind of ritual did you perform on that woman?
Just a reversal. I simply used the Book of Vanitas to remove the alteration formula. In other words, the maladies that were corrupting her true name. It was nothing, really.
How can you call that nothing? I mean, what you did was... absolutely extraordinary! My teacher told me all about it. A true name is a vampire's life itself. It's the formula that constitutes their entire existence. That's why no one must ever take it away. And you reclaimed it for her, didn't you? That's incredible! Phenomenal! This means that the Book of Vanitas...
I've never seen anyone look at the book with such stars in their eyes or thirst in their hearts. It's adorably ridiculous.
Sorry, I don't understand. Have I said something funny?
You're good for a laugh. I like that about you. Tell me, what should I call you?
No way.
Noe, child of the Ark. I am called Vanitas. The vampire of the blue moon left to me his name as well as his famed grimoire. Yet I am but a human. Lend me your strength, Noe. With your great fighting ability and sturdy body, I have no doubt you would make a fine shield.
I'd rather not.
Wonderful! You'll start immediately.
No.
I'm sorry. There's been a surge in rampaging vampires, whose true names have been stolen by maladies. If nothing is done to find the root cause, then it won't be long before vampires go extinct altogether. I'll see things don't go that far. I will do as I please. I will use my own methods. It matters not who disagrees. I will save the vampires, and no one will stop me!
That was the way it all began. This is the tale of how I met Vanitas, and the path we traveled, what we gained, at the conclusion of our journey. How this Vanitas would meet his end. By my own hand.
Noe?
Would you care to explain what we're doing locked inside a prison cell?
That's an excellent question. About 10 hours ago, when Eglantine's poison was causing you to carry on like a lunatic, you passed out in the street, and you've been sleeping in here as peaceful as a newborn babe ever since. That's about it. Satisfied?
Not at all.
Well, that's a shame.
You were the one who stole on board the airship. I was just an innocent bystander, so why am I in prison too?
Because I told the police that you were my ride-or-die partner in crime. Obviously!
My wallet's gone.
Oh, right. They confiscated all our belongings.
What? The book too?
I did say all.
How can you remain so calm at a time like this?
Hold on. Were you planning on stealing my book?
Stealing it? Of course not. My teacher requested that I investigate its true nature. He said nothing.
Don't you think? I wonder why he'd say that.
That's true. He didn't ask me to steal or destroy it. So what does my teacher want me to do with that grimoire?
Back to business!
What?
If you're after the Book of Vanitas, then you should join me. And yet you continue refusing to do so. Working together is the only logical choice here.
You're right, it is.
Well then.
I think I understand now. I said no, simply because I personally don't care for you very much. What am I to do? For my teacher's sake, I suppose I should do what you say, but agreeing with the wishes of someone I dislike could be a detriment to my mental and emotional well-being in the long run.
Now then.
Get out. We don't have the authority to detain the two of you here any longer. Count Orlok sent an invitation.
The vampires probably made an arrangement with the humans. Come along, I'll show you the way.
Thank you. This is my first time in Paris.
I see. Bienvenue. The city of flowers awaits you. The invitation from the Count said we needed to go and retrieve our things. Both what the police took and anything that was left on the airship during all the chaos.
Why is it that you seem so out of breath, Vanitas?
Because a certain someone keeps wandering away when I'm not looking. We're here. Galerie Valentine.
And this is where we'll find the Count?
That's right. After the war with mankind, vampires were forbidden from attacking humans. And before long, most of them vanished beyond the barrier. Most, but not all. Many remain on this side, blending in balance between the two races here in Paris. And it's that illustrious personage we've come to see. The Lord of Altus, Parks Orlok.
Don't move.
That's how you greet invited guests? Can't say I feel very welcome.
Silence, lout. You failed to knock, which makes you and your companion no better than trespassers.
I've been curious to meet the human who has so brazenly taken up the name of Vanitas.
I'm so relieved I could cry!
Your possessions, human.
I seem to be missing something. Let's cut to the chase, shall we? I want both the Book of Vanitas and Amelia Ruth.
So why do you
We'll
need
take it
to...
upon ourselves to eliminate her. Curse bearers are a plague on the world and cannot be allowed to live.
Please have mercy, Count Orlok. Mademoiselle Amelia's curse has been cured.
Using this book? Is that what you would lead me to believe?
Yes, that's right. Truly, I saw him use it with my own eyes. The book's power restored her to her former state. Therefore...
You credulous fool! Have you actually bought into the nonsense this idiot insists on peddling? Cursed grimoires are the stuff of children's fairy tales. Call it whatever you will, this is nothing but rubbish.
Perhaps you're the fool for stealing something you don't know how to use. I expect you can't even open it. And that's why you were so quick to summon me here. It's quite hilarious, really. If you're that desperate for my knowledge, you can just ask nicely. It isn't too hard, is it?
You could not, but to squeeze you like a grape until you tell me what you're planning.
Nothing sinister, I swear. I'm simply trying to save vampire kind from total annihilation.
What do you know of vampire kind?
You presume too much, filthy human!
Are you so loath to admit the Book of Vanitas and its power are real? Amelia's return to sanity should be proof enough for anyone.
The woman remains a curse bearer. Her fate is sealed. All of her kind must be beheaded by the Bureau. I don't care if you do make trouble.
Mina is to be executed tomorrow?
Why are you so surprised? Any vampire discovered to be a curse bearer must be beheaded by a Bureau. That's the rule.
We have to save her!
How? Can you lift the curse of the Blue Moon? No, you can't. She is beyond saving, Noe.
Listen well, human. Once a vampire's name has been defiled, they can never again return to the person they were.
Nothing will ever change as long as you senile old codgers cling to.
I have a suggestion. The vampire attacks sowing chaos throughout Paris are the work of a curse bearer, are they not? Then here is what I propose. We will hunt down and capture the one responsible. And when we've returned here with the fiend, then Vanitas will demonstrate the book's power. You'll see for yourself. The grimoire is indeed capable of curing the afflicted.
So be it then. I will allow you a single day.
We appreciate it. There's no time to waste.
So you will help me! I knew you'd come around eventually!
Let's make one thing abundantly...
The longer I know you, the more amusing you are.
It's hopeless. There is nothing that you can do.
It'll be different this time. I'll save her no matter what.
Hey, Noe. Maybe slow down a second. You have any idea where to start searching for this vampire?
Not the foggiest.
Hey, Vanitas, how's it going? You need a hand?
Dante!
Yeah?
Heartless cad! You left Amelia Ruth behind to save your own worthless skin!
You and I had a very specific agreement, and at no point was there any stipulation about protecting the target. You don't get what you don't pay for.
Heartless and greedy!
Shut your mouth, you quack!
Excuse me.
Name is Dante. Officially, he deals in information. But really, I found he'll do just about anything for money.
Oh, he's the one you called Baldy.
I am not bald! Where does this even come from?
Well, I don't know why you're here, Dante, and I don't care, because you're too late. As you can see, I have already found the ultimate partner.
Hold on, your partner? Talking about this guy?
No.
I hate to break it to you, my friend, but it seems you'll have to look elsewhere for your allowance.
Oh, yeah? It's too bad. And just when I'd located that ninefold murderer and came here to track you down. What unfortunate timing.
Oh, Dante, how I love thee! Honestly, Baldy, this is highway robbery, I tell you.
Hey, old man Orlok doesn't even know. Information like this doesn't come cheap, all right?
So following this bat will get us where we need to
As we speak. Okay, that was strangely gratifying.
Oh my, was that the Vanitas? He's got the most adorable face, doesn't he?
What'd you do, follow me here, Johan?
Of course, I have something special to tell you, and it's only polite if I say it in person. You see, Lord Riffin's bureau is here in Paris right now. In search of the Book of Vanitas, no doubt. Which means if your little friend doesn't watch himself, he may well end up dead.
Thomas Vernon.
What?
He's the vampire who emerged from beyond the barrier 2 months ago. He killed 9 people by draining their blood. I've been pursuing but already knew some things about him.
Wait a minute. Do you mean you're the doctor that Mademoiselle Amelia was talking about?
Mais oui. That's him. I'm sure of it. Thomas Vernon. Go and stop him.
Oh, I think I have an idea.
But don't use me! paralyzed him, but it's only temporary. We should restrain him while we have the upper hand and take him back to Orlok's place.
Amazing. You incapacitated a curse bearer so swiftly. I take it, you are Vanitas? I am Luca. And this is Jean.
Are you humans or vampires?
Right, of course. We are vampires. Monsieur Vanitas, it may be rude, but I have a favor to ask. That grimoire you hold in your hand. I apologize, but I must insist that you give it to me.
Well, be taller, shorty! What do you want it for, anyway?
The Book of Vanitas can corrupt the true name of a vampire. That's why it's come to be known as an analytical engine in the form of a grimoire. That book is the infernal device that creates these curse bearers to begin with.
Are you trying to suggest that I'm using the Book of Vanitas to spread the curse even more?
That's right. But I'm going to save the curse bearers by disposing of that wretched monstrosity once and for all. And since you're the one who wields it, I imagine you'll be severely punished for what you've done.
I refuse to allow you to have that book.
Yay!
However, you're welcome to do as you see fit with Vanitas himself.
Boo!
Either way, we must make haste. Please forgive me. We can discuss another...
I have to stop it! I have to!
Honestly, who put all of that nonsense into your head anyway? Listen, I'm a doctor. I'm using the power of the Book of Vanitas to heal vampires. If you wish to save this person, I can go and perform an examination.
You can't help, because my big brother's curse comes from the vampire of the Blue Moon. So for you to suggest that I take you to examine him is foolish in every sense of the word.
Master Luca.
Huh. So your brother is the curse bearer in question.
Master Luca, I see no further point in talking. Please command me as you see fit.
Monsieur Vanitas, will nothing convince you to hand over that book? Please, Jean.
Understood, sir. I'll do my best to take him alive.
Do as you must. We will not leave here without the Book of Vanitas!
Oui, Votre Altesse.
Mon Dieu! The Crimson Gauntlet! Run away! That woman is Lord Riven's Brawl!
Who?
I swear, your ignorance knows no bounds! Let me explain. Many years ago, over 1,000 vampires betrayed their own kind to side with humanity in the war. But instead, a single Brawl named who massacred her own people! The Hellfire Witch, Jeanne! Trust me, she has no intention of taking me alive!
Well, I can't let you die yet!
We're in trouble!
Listen, Jean, you are not to kill him. You are not a burro now. You're my knight. My chevalier, remember?
Forgive me, Master Luca.
They're all such terrible listeners. Both that Count Orlok and every vampire we've encountered in this city.
Makes sense. All vampire kind is afraid of the vampire of the Blue Moon. It's something that's etched into their minds. Also, that kid was running his mouth, but he wasn't entirely wrong. The Book of Vanitas can corrupt a vampire's true name. That much is accurate. A corrupted name causes a malnomen, a matter of application. So it's really no wonder that vampires are afraid of this old grimoire.
Yes, but power to do something and actually doing it are still two different things. Even if the Book of Vanitas was originally created to exterminate vampires, there's no denying that you used its power to save Mademoiselle Amelia.
Thank you!
If you ask me, what you did for her that day was as righteous as it was kind. That's why I wish to return immediately, so we can rescue her. Keep it down before she finds us.
Oh, no way. You really are quite amusing. Do you know that? All right, I believe I've steeled myself now. I'm not sure whether this will work, but it's our only hope for a swift return.
What do you mean?
I found one way. One way for us to defeat the Hellfire Witch.
Book was only a bluff then.
He was trying to buy some time until Thomas Bernot was free of his paralysis.
So, he used a curse bearer as a mere chess piece, and then...
Gut punched a woman without even so much as a moment's hesitation? Yeah.
What a jerk. I can't move a muscle. Why don't you just stay put for a while? Oh, fallen witch. Now, as for our ninefold murderer, I know who you are. You take the form of a wolf and haunt moonlit nights, seeking the lifeblood of young women. Your malnomen is Wolf Who Hunts Crimson, Blue Caro. So that's your name. He who composes idols. Bucolicus.
Astounding.
That's right! I forgot! The whole point of this was to cure him in front of Orlok, wasn't it?
Not to worry.
We'll tell him everything. After this night, he will know of the book's power.
What in all creation? I done. I'm fine. I will keep on fighting. Noe, bring him out!
Master Luca!
Well, Hellfire Witch, do you understand the mess you're in? If you make one false move, my associate will happily snap the child in two without a moment's hesitation.
Did I say jerk? 'Cause I meant sociopath.
I can't hear a word they're saying from over here. Kidnap the kid? But what for?
While you keep Little Lord Fancy Hat from interfering with the action, I'll use the Book of
Really? You can do that?
Indeed, but such power can take a massive toll on a child's body. You'll have to hold him back from the area. Oh, and cover his mouth like it's a real hostage deal. Keep your distance, but don't stray too far. I do want the boy to bear witness to our little parley. Think you can handle that?
He says he can stop the Hellfire Witch without a fight, and I'm inclined to believe it.
After him! Please don't, sir. I beg of you. I shall hinder you no further. And now that you've defeated me, you can do with me as you see fit. Just one thing. Please, I ask that you spare my master. I beg you, sir.
I knew the child must be your weakness. Where have those tears come from? You're acting so feeble. Such softness can only signify a deep need to protect. But I like it. I take back what I said, Hellfire Witch. It's true that you've grown weak, but somehow that weakness makes you appear all the more beautiful in my eyes.
What? My strength is gone.
sweet witch, my Jeanne. I find myself hopelessly enraptured with you. That luck only makes me want you even more. How magnificent! You are a marvel, Jeanette! What is this strange pounding in my chest? You're intoxicating. I can't take my eyes off you. Now I wish to witness every facet of your being! No, ce n'est pas possible. This must be... I have fallen, happiest man on earth. Only say that you will be my blushing bride.
What are you doing to my son, you insolent scoundrel? You step away from her! No!
Uh-oh.
Master! We'll have to fall back this time. But remember this! Our paths will cross again! And when they do, I will kill you!
So I'll get to see your lovely face again. I hope it's soon, ma chère.
Unhand me, Jean! That madman deserves to die for his words! Let me at him!
Master, please calm yourself.
No way.
About to? I'm still stuck on the first few things.
He's been killed.
Who do you think could have done it?
And after I went to the trouble of corrupting his name so nicely. No matter. Now, whose name shall I tarnish next? Gather round, everyone. The delightful parade of charlatans is about to begin.
Satisfied now?
Well, it's not as though I believe every word of your nonsense, but I'm willing to postpone the young lady's execution for the time being, at least. Still, she must remain where I can keep a close eye on her. I will arrange for her employment as a live-in maid at Hotel Shushu. I'll be watching you as well. I will admit this dubious book of yours has some power, but still, I have no intention of letting you do as you please.
So, you heard Bernard was dead. And you haven't the foggiest idea who killed him, have you? But what you have learned from all this is that my little book and I can be very useful. Isn't that right? Fine then. Use me as you see fit. You'll be able to swiftly take care of any incidents involving curse bearers.
Give this to the front desk at Hotel Shushu. I'd like you gentlemen to continue to use your quarters there for the duration of your stay in Paris.
You'd like, or we must?
Hold on a second. Do you mean both of us?
Well, certainly. I assumed you were that human's caretaker, isn't that right?
No, it isn't! Exactly. If anything, it's more like I'm his caretaker. Would you please just stop saying things? Now, I'm going to cut right to the chase. Amelia?
Yes?
Tell me, did you see Charlatan?
I'm sorry. Charlatan?
I've learned something interesting from some of the vampires I've treated. You see, in the moments before they realized they had become curse bearers, they all witnessed a very similar air. They witnessed the parade of Charlatan. Well,
A thick fog and a parade? It sounds familiar. Part of me feels like I may have seen it, but I'm sorry. I just can't remember.
No dice, huh?
Why don't you take a look? Noé Archiviste.
You know who I am? I never told you.
I received a letter from your teacher. He mentioned your name and humbly requested requested that I provide assistance with everyday affairs during your stay in Paris.
An archiviste. The fangs that lay bare blood.
Blood? There's no need to fear. Even if you choose to drink it, you've seen all of me there is to see.
Hey, sis. What's archiviste?
It's an ancient vampire clan. They were able to read people's memories by drinking their blood, but I heard that they all died out a long time ago.
Monsieur, if there's a way for you to examine my memories, then I think it would only be proper of me to let you try it. I want to help. Perhaps you'll learn something useful.
If you insist.
Monsieur, pardonnez-moi.
I must look deeper. To lay bare that memory. The one that even she's forgotten. There. I think I found it.
What is this place? How strange. I thought I was just on my way home.
Welcome to the parade of Charlatan. What an accursed thing. If I let it catch me, I'm done for. There you are. I want you to reveal your true nature. It's defiled. I'll be destroyed. My life will be...
Monsieur, what's the matter? What did you see?
So that's what's... I saw it. I saw Charlatan. I'm not sure whether it was real. But that was the thing that corrupted Mademoiselle Amelia's name. I know it was. And if that dark being really is creating all those curse bearers, then mark my words, it will pay.
I have heard the tale in its entirety. Noé, I bid thee bonjour. How I've missed my dear fiancé. Pardon?
That is not true.
Come on now! You could have let them wonder for a minute or two.
Childhood friend. That machine on the floor is her attendant, Chrysler.
An automated bed of roses! Where do I get one?
Hello there, Myrrh. I've missed you as well.
Dominique de Sade. She's a daughter of the Marquis de Sade, a lord of the Otherworld. Didn't realize you had friends among the upper crust, no way?
Well, yes, her grandfather happens to be my teacher.
Ah, Count Orlok. Do forgive me for barging in without proper warning.
That's quite all right. The House of de Sade was well known for rudeness long before your generation.
Great, I suppose if I'm already being rude. I'm just gonna borrow Noé for a short while.
Wait, Domi, where are you dragging me off to now? Domi!
I've received an invite to a bull mosque, and I would like you to escort me.
Why me? Can't you take someone?
Lord Riven's going to be there tonight. According to rumor, he's been conducting some independent research on the subject of curse bearers of late. You were discussing Charlatan, yes? Perhaps you'll learn more about that as well.
The barrier. They say it's the product of an experiment gone wrong. A spatial distortion linking this realm to Altis, the world of vampires.
Have you completely lost your mind? Humans are supposed to cross the barrier. Oh, this isn't my first time visiting Altis. I discovered a while back that I can cross over as long as I'm touching a vampire. And look here. You've got quite a tight grip on my wrist, Noe. So you see, here we are.
Noe, we'd better get on our way or we'll be late. Now, why did you follow us here, human?
Because it was painfully obvious you wanted to separate Noe from me.
Well, you've got that right. You are an interesting one, aren't you?
Geez, you're just amazed by everything, aren't you? Funny. As often as I come, it's always the same. Altis, hurry.
Isn't this carriage a bit much?
I told you, we're going to a ball. You're not planning to wear those dowdy clothes, are you?
If you're about to change, can you please take off my collar? So I could go wait with Vanitas? Domi, listen. Is something wrong? Did I make a mistake by bringing Vanitas with us? I figured it would be a good idea to have him around if our intention was to learn more about curse bearers. But I should have considered how that might make you feel. I'm sorry, Domi.
I'm just worried, that's all. I know he has the Book of Vanitas, and you came here because of my grandfather's instructions. Exactly, too. And I worry that it's because you've convinced yourself that what happened years ago was your fault.
Domi, you smell so good.
You haven't dropped a hint like that in a long time. But hints won't do. You must tell me what you want. Well, Noe, do you crave my blood?
I do, Domi. Please let me have it.
All right. My blood is all yours then. Mon chéri. What? Do you feel unwell?
No. Masks. Gestures. I can't help thinking about what I saw.
A flower for you, Cher.
Would you please stop fooling around?
Me fooling around? What about your little dalliance while I was sitting right outside the door?
My little what? What are you? I told you, Domi's my dear friend. Don't say things that could be taken the wrong way. It can invite trouble for her.
You vampires have an interesting way of expressing friendship.
You mean our little exchange in the carriage before, yes? Noe had a thirst and he wanted my blood simply because it wasn't the first time he's tasted it. When an archivist drinks from a new source, they see that person's memories. But Noe's never been comfortable doing so unless the other party's in agreement first, you see. That's why... Wait, where did he go?
Perhaps you should have left the collar on him.
No matter. Scream and cry all you want. No one is coming to rescue you.
Look at that! They have automatons here! But I heard that vampires mostly dislike human technology.
Domi, what's tonight's host gonna be? Domi? Hold on, did I lose them or did they lose me?
Do you mean to say that my uncle still hasn't arrived? And he hasn't sent any word or message at all?
None.
I hope nothing's happened. Just in case, please inform Marquis Machina of the situation. For now, I suppose I'll have to take it upon myself to continue looking for... Wait, what are you doing here? Don't tell me. You followed us!
Of course not. I was...
Master Lucius, who is this man?
Lucius?
Come! Hurry up! There's something very important we must discuss.
Please, no. Not right now. No. Answer me, human. Why choose Noe? What is it you're after?
Who knows?
I won't try to stop Noe from simply spending his time with you. If it's what he wants, I'll even help where I can. But if you're trying to use his unique abilities for your own selfish purposes...
This childhood friend routine is precious.
Listen, human. I do not deny that the vampire of the Blue Moon exists. And if Noe believes it, then I am prepared to continue under the assumption that both you and the Book of Vanitas are as genuine as you are formidable. What I don't understand is why you, the bearer of the Blue Moon's power, keep babbling on about saving us, the vampires of the Crimson Moon. It defies all reason. Vanitas bears a deep and well-documented grudge against all of us. Perhaps he sent you to kill us. How are we to trust in you? We are not fools. After all, you did assume the name of Vanitas. Is that alone not proof that you worship the vampire of the Blue Moon?
I worship him. Interesting. You do have a point there. All the vampires I've encountered thus far have only thought in terms of whether or not the Book of Vanitas was real. Well, that's because they were fools, every one of them. But now I see, I've been going about this backward. My first step should have been burning my existence into your feeble little brains forever. Attention, all vampires! I am called Vanitas, the vampire of the Blue...
What the devil is he doing up there?
First, I intend to remove any and all doubt that I number among the clan of the Blue Moon. And this will be my proof.
It's the mark.
I trust that everyone in attendance understands who this marking represents. And I'm sure your instincts can tell you what sort of power has been bestowed upon me as a result.
Kill that man! Tear him limb from limb before it's too late!
Take a good look, for this is the Book of Vanitas. It's able to corrupt your true names with ease, plunging you into a despair worse than death. A truly accursed tome. But I was fortunate. I, the present-day Vanitas, am your savior! And you will soon find yourselves redeemed by the very book that was meant to condemn you from here to eternity! You need only sit by, trembling with humiliation while you are saved by my hand! What, you object? I don't give a damn! It's happening no matter what you say! Because that will be my revenge! My ultimate retribution upon Vanitas! I will save the vampires, and no one will stop me!
So that's it. That's why you're so determined. Vanitas.
If there are any curse bearers in attendance, please don't hesitate to step forward. As As a doctor specializing in vampires, I give you my professional guarantee that I can cure you now.
This is ridiculous.
Kill him! The clan of the Blue Moon will save us, huh? They're the reason we have curse bearers. Do you even know what you're talking about? Get out of here, human!
Foul creature!
What does that fool think he's doing?
I couldn't say.
And why do it here of all places?
Not a clue.
Oh my. So this is what all the fuss is about. What on earth is that dreadful man doing here? Ugh, his human stench is enough to turn my stomach.
My sister Veronica! I didn't even think.
Where is he? He disappeared into thin air.
That human was spirited away in the blink of an eye.
Interesting. Worry not, good people. Just as our forebears did, we'll track down and slay this filthy beast before he can harm us. For humans like him are the bane of our kind!
I think Sean is the one who swooped in and carried him away, right?
Huh? Oh, yes.
But why would she have suddenly decided to help him?
I told her I wished to see you two again. So, she's time, Monsieur Noe. The truth is, I wasn't thinking clearly, and I allowed my temper to take control. I can be such a dreadful child sometimes.
Just call me Noe from now on, okay, Luca? Come with me. Perhaps we can find Vanitas. Together. Neither of us can afford to let him die here, right?
Right.
Oh, those lucky devils. That sounds like such fun.
Well, this is a surprise. To think that there would come a day when a woman would quite literally sweep me off my feet. It truly is a most unexpected moment. Funny. Are you alright?
Music?
It sounds more like noise. What could be causing it? More curse bearers?
What's happening? All these curse bearers seem to appear out of nowhere.
I wonder if that unbearable sound could be triggering this.
Well, this is quite a pickle.
What's the matter? What's wrong, dear?
Sir Lucius! Thank goodness, you're unharmed.
Master, Luca.
You have the urge to drink blood. Jeanne, you're a curse bearer, aren't you?
Who are you? Stay back!
Noe!
Be careful, Luca!
Leave me alone.
Well, no matter either way. I think perhaps you should drink my blood. I'm offering it to you, Jeanne. No strings attached.
Surely you jest. Who would deign to accept blood from a filthy human like you?
Filthy though I may be, the boy needs you. Sorry, ma chérie. This is no time to pick and choose.
The sweet scent of fresh blood. It's gotten into you. My fangs could kill you. Fill your body with poison. I don't understand why you're willing to let me bite you. What are you trying to do?
I don't know. At the moment, I guess I don't care what happens. No, wait, that's not it. I'm intrigued. If you were to drink my blood,
What would such a thing feel like? That's right. No matter what happens, the fact is I'm in love with you. Now, drink of...
Shut up. No. Can't. I don't want it to be your blood.
Here, Jeanne. It's for you.
This isn't bad. Not at all. In fact...
I'll ask you once more. Who are you? Tell me.
Charlatan.
Let me introduce you. Noe, these are my grandchildren, Louis and his little sister Dominique. It's wonderful that you could be here while Dominique is visiting. Unfortunately, I have to rush off again. But these two will show you around the castle, so ask them anything you'd like.
It's nice to meet you, Noe.
Hi. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Bonjour.
Huh? You were really raised by humans?
Yes.
And you've lived in their world this whole time?
Right.
Where are your parents?
I don't know. But my grandma and grandpa told me that I was crying all by myself in the snow on the day they found me.
Really?
You're a dummy, you know that? You shouldn't just believe everything a human tells you till you grew up big enough to eat for dinner.
My grandma and grandpa were good people, I knew it! So don't talk like that!
You baby, grow up. Fine. Sorry, Noe.
So, after your grandma and grandpa died, you were taken away by kidnappers?
Exactly. They took me to a whole bunch of...
Sleep well, then.
So why do you call him teacher?
Well, I called him master once, but then he told me I should call him teacher instead.
No way. Must have been hard for you.
Hard? Now that I'm in teacher's care, I get 3 square meals a day, and he's even letting me visit the world of vampires. It's just like one great big vacation.
You must be the biggest weirdo I've ever met.
Louis and Domi were the very first friends I ever had.
You must be the people who live in that big castle deep in the forest.
Oui.
Je m'appelle Mina.
Call me Fred. I'm Gilles.
I'm Fanny. Let's all play together.
We befriended the village children. We even had our own hideout. Every day was special and fun.
What? Is that true? So when you drink someone someone's blood, you learn about them, see their memories.
Yep, these
on me.
You're okay with me drinking your blood? Wow, thank you. Oh. I just saw myself a bunch of times.
Oh, then it does work. I'll just take your word for it.
Get him, Noe! Well, what do you see?
I saw Louis, all alone, surrounded by darkness. The sight of it made me painfully sad then. If only I could have looked at his past. Domi came to visit us every month from the far-off manor of the Desaad family. Louis spent his days at Teacher's Castle.
I was diagnosed with a sickness not long after I was born. They moved me out here to Grandfather's castle so I could get better.
Get better? Better from what?
I don't know.
Do you ever miss your mother and father?
Why would I? They never miss me. I am dead to the House of Desaad.
Are you still awake? Is it okay if I sleep with you tonight? You mind?
I suppose you can. Come on in.
Okay, I'll join you.
I didn't even know you were back there. Ugh, that's so crowded. What's the matter, Noe? You're not afraid of the thunder too, are you? He's asleep.
Brings back memories. The three of us always used to sleep together.
I know, but we're not little children anymore.
It would be nice if I could live with you two all the time. When I'm at home, all I get to do is study. Do you know how much I envy you?
You shouldn't say those things, Tony. You don't understand yet. You don't know how the world is. When you get older, you'll see it more clearly. You'll know how precious you are, how much everyone loves you. Ow! I am not a Tar-Tatan! Let go of me! Ow! Cut it out! You're such an idiot!
Wow. See that, Domi? The blue moon is beautiful, isn't it?
Search the world over and never find another vampire who makes so merry at the sight of the blue moon.
You'll see, there's nothing to be afraid of.
Hey, Grandfather. Can you tell me what a curse bearer is? I noticed there were a bunch of documents about me in your collection room earlier.
Oh, my goodness. I didn't mean to leave those things lying around.
Don't say that. We both know you left them out on purpose for me to find.
Here, Domi, I have something for you.
It's because I'm a curse bearer, isn't it? Did my mother and father have Domi because they wanted to forget about me? And if that's true, then what am I to do about it?
My dear child, you've got it all wrong. I'm me. And as such, you are welcome to behave as you please. As for me, all that I wish to do is observe your free will in action and take note of the results.
About what I expected. Nobody gets the whole story here, do they?
Hey, Louis. What is it you're making there?
Not telling.
Oh, come on. Tell me what you're making.
No way, it's a secret. It's gonna be a special present from me to you.
I can't wait to see it then. Well, you'll have to.
Looking back, I think it was then that Louis' behavior began to change. Wait, are you making another one now?
Yes, I messed up on the other one.
Louis, if there's something wrong, please tell me. I'd do anything in the world to help you.
No way.
Louis! No way!
Domi, what's wrong?
Louis! It's terrible! I just overheard something the maid said and I...
And what? Nina's going to be executed tomorrow? But why? She hasn't done anything wrong.
She didn't have to do anything. She's a curse bearer.
What are you saying?
Any vampire found to be a curse bearer is beheaded by a Burro.
Nina is cursed. How do you know that? Well, then we have to protect her somehow.
What are you, a fool? How? What can you do? Can you lift the curse of the Blue Moon? Obviously, you can't. She's beyond anyone's power to save.
Shut up! How can you be so cold?
I'm just trying to be honest with you, Noe.
But don't you think we should at least try?
You think you... Listen to me. There's no way you can protect her. There's nothing you can do except the truth.
You don't know that!
No way. I want to save Mina too. Maybe we can help her escape the village.
Mina? What's the matter?
Mina, please, no.
Both of you are safe. Thank goodness I wasn't too late.
Louis. Louis! How could you do that?
I want blood now. No, I need it. More blood. More blood.
Domi, get out of here.
More.
Domi, go! Louis, snap out of it! What's wrong? Are you angry with me? Is it because I didn't listen to you? Look, it's my fault, okay? I'll gladly take the blame for this. Whatever it takes! Just come back, Louis! Please!
Kill me. Do it.
What?
I'm begging you for this one favor. I can never return to what I once was. It won't be long before a Burro comes for my head. The way I see it, if I'm doomed to die, then I want you to be the one to kill me. Say you will.
Louis, I can't. I don't think I could ever do that. You're really smart. And you're kind. We were always together. You're my most precious friend.
Ah, that was quite a close call. I'm glad I came back so quickly. Are you all right, Noe?
This is for you. My brother said that he wanted you to have it whenever the time came. He told me to keep it until then.
These are...
Not telling. It's gonna be a special present from me to you.
Louis, what could you have felt inside while you made these?
I want you to be the one to kill me.
Forgive me, Louis. I couldn't save you from the curse. I couldn't even do the one thing you asked of me. I'm sorry. Please. Forgive me.
You poor thing. You were unable to save the beloved friend. How tragic. Does it hurt? Shall I take you to him? Would you like that? Then you won't have to feel alone anymore. And I'll only ask you for one thing in exchange. I want...
There's nothing you can do except the truth.
No!
What's the matter with you, Noe? Did you twist your ankle out on the dance floor?
It's you. You're here.
You said you're from Charlatan, yes? So what is it that you people want? I suppose all this pandemonium has been your doing?
Isn't this delightful?
Enough, Mania. We've already stayed too long. The Queen's veins will soon hear of this.
Oh, how disappointing.
That awful voice, just like before.
Noe, I've taken quite a liking to you, you know. Next week...
What are you after? Why are you making curse bears? And why'd you take Louis?
A la prochaine, Noe.
No, stop!
After them, Shun!
Yes, Master Luca!
Wait for me.
No way! Oh, thank goodness I found you. It's chaos in the Great Hall. Are you all right?
No.
We'll get it together. There are curse bearers in there. They all showed up at once. And what's worse, everyone who fell unconscious is being driven to sheer madness by the sound of their voices.
The Beastly Orchestra, otherwise known as Dissonance. This ring, it causes all those around them to go mad, and it's very powerful.
And you believe you're the one who can save them? Human?
I certainly do plan to do my best.
Very well, then. In that case, I will protect you. We should get moving, or Cursebearer heads will roll. Quickly.
That's right. Things are different this time. The power that Vanitas wields is enough to save everyone here.
Doctor, your patient.
Who exactly are we dealing with?
The Clan of the Blue Moon! He's the one who turned these people into curse bearers!
Then he must die.
Kill him!
Kill him! Kill him! We must kill the human now!
Vanitas, I need to thank you.
Where did that come from?
Nowhere, I just wanted to say it.
No way. You really are clueless, you know that?
You must leave at once.
Domi!
From the looks of it, I'd say there's one curse bearer left. I said get out of here!
Domi, my darling girl. Whatever were you doing in the company of that human male?
Oh, dear Veronica. It's so good to see you.
Me? Clueless? What did he mean by that?
And you believe you're the one who can save them? Human?
I certainly do plan to do my best.
Vanitas?
Please stop this, Katarine! Please, my love!
I'm afraid I am too late for this one. It's corrupted.
Kill me. Kill me. Please. Don't let me hurt my little sister, too.
Vanitas, think about what you're doing.
Do not interfere, Noe. I see.
Don't do it!
So that is your true name.
Vanitas, no!
It suits you quite well.
Stop this now! Monster!
I told you, I don't care how anyone else sees it. I will bring salvation to the vampires.
I will do as I please. I will use my own methods. It matters not who disagrees. I will save the vampires, and no one will stop me.
Is this salvation?
Kill me. Please, no way. I want you to kill me. Do it.
I don't get it. Vanitas. What is salvation? Help me understand. Tell me.
Who knows? You can...
Oh, goody. I found you.
Please, Marky Machina, you must find a way to stop my sister! Now, before it's too late!
Ugh, what an unbearable stench. There's simply nothing worse than the putrid human stink of man.
Even with that mask obstructing her vision, she can still rewrite formulas with ease.
Oui, c'est vrai. But that's our Veronica de Sade. One of the Queen's fangs. C'est la bestia.
Mine is not a name that should roll off your tongue so lightly, human.
That's...
See.
Vanitas! No, that last attack paralyzed me somehow. I can't move.
My foolish little sister Domi had the audacity to stand in my way. So I'll have to teach her a lesson by smashing you to shards.
That's quite enough, Veronica. As one of the Queen's fangs, you should know better than to unleash such an unbecoming display of power.
Lord Riven?
Riven. I've heard that name before.
Attacked by unknown assailants. There was a bit of a delay in finding another. Now then, what has transpired here?
Quite simply, this abhorrent piece of human trash is a member of the Clan of the Blue Moon. We all saw their foul mark on his arm. Once he revealed it, those curse bearers came out of the woodwork. It's my belief that he used the Book of Vanitas to spread the foul curse of the Blue Moon.
No!
Would you say she's telling the truth, young man? You reduced that child to a pile of ash, didn't you?
That's correct. I was the one who murdered that little girl.
Don't touch him. I'm warning you. Do not presume to pass judgment upon this man. He's not your problem. He's mine. I was in the middle of speaking to him. And then you show up out of nowhere. Who do you think you are? Don't jump to conclusions when you don't have all the information. I won't allow you to pin the blame on him based on a limited understanding of... Wait a minute. Am I any different?
My apologies, good sir. It is as you say. I was indeed lacking in my manners. My name is Riven, a humble member of the Senate and servant of Her Gracious Majesty the Queen.
Uncle!
Lucius, I'm glad you're unharmed.
Likewise, sir. I was so afraid that something terrible had happened to you.
Luca, what?
Oh, steady there.
Stay back.
There's no need to fear. I merely wish to melt the ice.
Lord Uncle, what are you going to do with them?
I think I'll give them my protection. At least for a while. As you are no doubt aware, anyone who dares bring harm to a guest of mine is asking for unspeakable peril. After all, such an act would be considered a personal attack against me.
Vanitas, I think I owe you an apology.
An apology? Why would that be necessary?
Teacher, you're here. The truth is, I wanted Vanitas to share all the same hopes and ideals as I. And even though he never broke his word to me even once, I had my expectations, and then I wound up feeling betrayed in the end. I was so naive, so selfish.
I see. You didn't live up to your hopes, and as punishment for that, here it all. When I told you to assess the true nature of the Book of Vanitas, my intention wasn't for you to determine whether or not it was a threat to vampires. I believe you might have misunderstood me. My wish was for you to engage with those whose paths cross the books, become a part of their stories. After you've done so, how will you characterize the grimoire? What will it be in your eyes? Those are the questions to which I seek answers.
You really do like heights, don't you? What happened after I lost consciousness?
Oh, you didn't miss much. Lord Riven took charge of the situation and dispersed the whole crowd. The official story is that we're here as guests of his lordship.
So the room I was in, that was him too?
Yes. What do you mean?
You're mad about something. Or maybe you're just pouting.
Don't be stupid.
It's painfully obvious that you want to tell me something.
Nope.
Don't lie to me. At the masquerade ball, you said that you're doing all this as an act of vengeance.
And?
It's just that you didn't really explain what you meant.
That was a lie.
It was?
That's right. I didn't think those vampires would pay me any mind unless I said something grand and dramatic. And you fell for it, you idiot.
Wait a minute. I think you might be lying right now. Lying about lying.
What, you object? I don't give a damn! It's happening no matter what you say! Because that will be my revenge!
I finally understood. That's why you get that look sometimes. It's as if there's some part of you that you've already given up on.
Stop trying to paint me with your silly assumptions! Shut up! You're a fool! And I hardly have time to play games with a simpleton! I don't want anything further to do with you, is that clear? So get out of my face!
What? This is backwards. The question is, why do I bother with you? I have no intention of following your orders or assisting you with your mission in any way. Because perhaps you've forgotten this since the last time I said it, Vanitas. But the fact of the matter is, I don't like you.
And I'm saying that is perfectly fine with me!
Just when I thought he was angry, he starts sulking like a little child. How interesting. It really is impossible for me to tell what he's thinking. He talks about salvation. But what does that word mean to him? I want to know. I must. Honestly, human, despite everything, I find you quite intriguing. I want to watch this mission of yours and see where your efforts take you. But you should know, it matters not if you... I will remain by your side, Vanitas, like it or not.
I couldn't care less.
To this day, I still remember the color of the sunrise that morning. However, thoughts of the beginning tend to bring memories of the end as well. Memories of the things that slipped from my grasp, of the people I failed to protect. The day I reached for your hand and couldn't clutch it. These are my regrets. Oh, and Vanitas, I'm sorry, by the way.
About what?
Nothing. I just wanted to say it.
It's Tartata!
I didn't anticipate that he'd be this excited.
Noe adores Tartata. In fact, it's his greatest weakness.
That's very useful information to have. Merci beaucoup, Dominique.
Now I'm happy to be of service.
It's perfect! Perfect!
So, can I eat it now?
Of course, please go ahead.
It's delicious!
Teacher used to bring this stuff home as a gift when he would go on trips to the human world. But I never thought I would get the opportunity to enjoy some here in Altus Paris.
The recipe was first brought into our world by a vampire who loved it. Hard to believe someone could like it more than you do, though.
This is such a magnificent restaurant. Thank you for bringing us here, Luca.
Oh, no thanks necessary. You came all this way to visit. I apologize for my uncle's absence.
It's all right. We'll have plenty of time for a meeting with him tomorrow anyway. I'd like to know what happened after the ball. I have so very many questions.
No way. I can't express how grateful I am for what you did last night. Your actions were brave and selfless. If not for you, my life and the lives of many vampires would have been lost.
Oh no, it was nothing.
I agree, Noe. Let us bid you thanks, please. In spite of my...
But You have the wrong idea. I wasn't the one who put a stop to all that chaos. That was Vanitas' doing.
Obviously, I'm aware that no curse bearers met their end at the hands of a burro. That's thanks to him, though I hate to admit it. That said, Vanitas, before I can convey my gratitude, I must insist that you apologize for the other day.
Apologize? For what?
The way in which you behaved towards Jean upon being introduced! Well, you were quite forward with your advances.
Ah! You mean our kiss?
Exactly. So I think perhaps you had better begin by apologizing.
Side kid. Who am I supposed to be apologizing to anyway? To Jeanna? Or is it to you?
What kind of question is that? To Jean, obviously.
I see. Well, in that case, there's no need. For Jean and I have fallen madly in love.
Keep your fantasies to yourself.
It's more real than you think. See, the proof's right here. Jean and I already have quite an intimate relationship.
He's marked?
Is that Jean?
Indeed. The symbol left behind when vampires partake of a person's blood and imbue the victim with a bit of their power.
It's not true! I have absolutely no memory of doing that!
Come now. Can't you at least recognize your own mark? Well, memory is a trifle spotty. You fed so greedily. It was like you were in a trance. Was my blood really so delicious to you, Jeanna? So much so that you left your very mark upon me.
It can't be. Please tell me there's been some kind of mistake.
Master,
Is this really the sort of man that interests you?
Where did that come from, sir?
Oh no, it's true, isn't it? How could you go and leave your mark on a member of the Blue Moon clan of all lousy people? It's like you're a wolf claiming a piece of meat for your dinner!
Master Luca, I'm sorry.
All right. I took my little jest too far. Luca, this certainly is Jean's mark upon me. But I have
forced her somehow?
Oh, nothing of the sort. Calm down. She wasn't in her right mind during the incident. Those curse bearers were tearing the place apart. We all heard their voices, remember? The sound of it made everyone go mad. And that momentary loss of control is what caused Jeanna to attack and drink my blood.
Is that what happened, Jean?
Yes, Master Luca. I'm sorry I kept it from you. It was a shameful matter.
I see. So that's all it was. Well, this is a relief. Now it makes sense. After all, I'm sure you have to be completely out of your mind to leave your mark on a worthless, foolish, ugly piece of garbage like him, so that was the only possible explanation.
Why, Luca, if I didn't know better, I'd say you absolutely despise me.
The important thing is you're all right.
Sorry, Master Luca. I need to borrow him for a bit. I'll be right back.
Jean!
What is it?
I should go after them.
No way! Don't they realize there's a door?
Why did you tell that lie?
Oh? Should I have told them the truth instead? Your bloodlust was unstoppable, and it seemed like you didn't want young Luca to know that, so I simply decided to make something up. Quite. I've asked you before, Jeanna. You're a curse bearer, aren't you? But you won't say it out loud. Fine.
It doesn't happen that way every time. I can suppress my thirst for blood as long as I take my medicine.
But yesterday, its effects wore off too quickly.
Medicine for curse bearers? How fascinating.
Do not speak a word of this to anyone. You can't. I beg you. It would destroy me.
Have no fear, Jeanne. I'm not the kind of man who... But I do have two conditions for you.
Conditions?
Yes, indeed. I promise I won't tell anyone your little secret. And in exchange, the blood you drink has to be mine and mine alone.
What?
You're insane! What kind of condition is that?
Is it really so much to ask? The sensation of you drinking my blood was simply heavenly!
Wait, what? Why?
Last night was the first time having my blood fed upon ever rocked me to my core, and I found it truly indescribable. The pleasurable effect that occurs from a vampire's bite is a direct result of the substance emitted by their fangs upon contact, so resembles an aphrodisiac. However, the efficacy of said substance may differ according to the vampire while the blood is withdrawn. Some vampire bites want to sleep, separate paralysis, or other undesirable conditions. However, there is still very little conclusive research regarding the effects of vampire bites on the body, especially if it pertains to loss and health.
I don't know what you're talking about!
What I'm saying is you and I have undeniable physical chemistry, my dear.
You lowlife! Stop saying things that would sound so untoward out of context!
Oh, Jeanne, being around you just sets my heart all aflutter. Anytime you have the thirst for blood, I'll be here. Just say the word, and have your fill of me.
No, don't think about it. His blood did taste so very sweet. Conditions. What's the second one? Oh, right, of course. You've been calling me human since we met. From now on, I want you to use my name. Vanitas.
Looks like they're back.
Yes, I just saw them.
What is it, mon chéri? You look close to tears.
I'm fine. It's just... Ever since I found out about Jean drinking Vanitas' blood, I've been harboring this agonizing feeling in my chest. I've given a lot of thought as to why that might be. And this is what I found. I realized that... I was angry because Jean got to taste it before I could.
What?
I secretly noticed a while ago what happened. I would have tried to get a taste of it sooner. But Jean already marked that high-quality blood source to have all to herself. Just imagine how scrumptious it must be.
Oh, no way. You really are a rarity.
What's with you?
Domi! What are you doing? Hush! Don't you know men like you deserve to be gnawed on by women like me?
Hey, stop it. That tickles.
You don't know how I feel.
I knew it. Your blood is so good.
such a fool. No way.
This place really comes to life after sunset.
Dance with me. I can't resist teasing him just a little bit.
Mademoiselle Dominique, certainly you must know of my reputation. If anyone were to see you dancing out here with a buho such as myself, have you no concern of what damage it could do to your good name?
My goodness, what a sweet girl you are.
Sorry?
Acts of pleasure must always come first and foremost, before all one's other passions. That's what my father would say. So despite what it could mean for any future pursuits, I see a flower here now. And I plan to enjoy it while I can.
I'm surprised you haven't invited Jean to dance with you yet.
Sadly, I am not a very good dancer. And I simply couldn't bear the thought of accidentally stepping on her foot.
Well, if you want a lesson, I'm here.
I suppose we could try.
Master Luca, is everything all right?
No fear. I can't wait till I grow up.
Not bad. So you can dance after all.
I never said I couldn't.
Vanitas, would you permit
it then?
Can you please explain to me what love is?
You obviously had something on your mind, so that ham-fisted invitation to dance was just so you could ask me some ridiculous question about love?
I don't know. And yet, whenever I see Jeanne, my heart starts to race, and I can't stop trembling. Call it what you will. I choose to define that nebulous feeling as love. Makes everything more interesting.
So a racing heartbeat and a trembling body. It sounds as if you've come down with a cold.
You're not wrong. It is like catching a cold.
Vanitas, what is it that you like most about her?
She's strong and delicate at the same time. Awkward and beautiful all at once. She has an ample bosom. She's fun to tease. And what else? Let's see. I get the feeling that she'll never love me in return.
I don't understand. When you're in love with someone, don't you want that person to love you back?
No, that's not what I'm after. Despite how deeply I love Jeanne, there's no need for her to feel the same. I simply have no interest at all in the sort of person who would harbor affection for me.
There is still so much that I don't understand. Why? Why does my heart flutter this way? My ignorance abounds.
Ow!
Oh, forgive me.
Oh, forgive me. Is that all you can say?
It wasn't on purpose.
Oh, no way. Visiting Lord Riven, though you know nothing about him, is a bit reckless.
Well, I do know that he's a member of the Senate.
He's far more than that. Lord Riven is incredibly influential. He's a moderate who helped bring an end to the war between vampires and humans. In other words, he's known as a peacemaker. To this day, you probably don't know anything about him either, do you?
Huh?
Never mind. I'm sure he would rather tell you on his own anyway. Perhaps I had better go too.
You can't, Domi. There was that urgent summons from the House of Desaad.
I'm sorry, Noe. I swear I had good intentions when I brought you to Altus. But then I ended up getting you involved in such a ghastly mess.
Please, Domi, don't apologize. You never fail to let me know how much you care about me. And that makes me happy. You need never be sorry.
May we meet again, mon chéri.
First, I would like to thank you for your heroic actions. Lucius has made me aware of everything. Thanks to you, our brethren's casualties at the masquerade ball were kept to a minimum.
And we still don't know what all the fuss was about. What are your thoughts?
Well, we know Charlatan's to blame. In the past, I had thought they were hallucinations that only curse-bearers could see. However, I now believe that what occurred at the Bal Mosque was a clear attempt to assassinate Lucius.
I concur.
The chaos created by the curse-bearers was most likely intended to distract the Queen's fangs. If that Black Shadow Nania is the one who steals true names, it's no surprise there were so many curse-bearers in attendance that night.
When you say Lucius, you do mean Luca, right?
Whatever. That boy has rank and power second only to the Queen. There must be countless nobles who want him out of the way. Isn't that right, Luca? Or should I say, Lucius, Grand Duke Oriflamme.
Grand Duke, really? The Grand Duke is Her Majesty's close advisor.
Exactly.
That's amazing.
Oh no, I wouldn't call it amazing. Since Lord Uncle is my guardian, he handles all my duties as the Grand Duke in my stead. As a result, my succession to the office hasn't been made official yet.
My blood ran cold when I got word that you had ventured into the mortal world without asking my permission. I strongly encourage you to be more mindful of your position.
I will. I'm sorry.
Oh, I meant to ask.
You can't help, because my big brother's curse comes from the vampire of the Blue Moon!
Whatever happened to your brother, Luca?
There's no need for us to discuss that. If you've any good sense at all, you won't mention his brother again. Salvation takes many forms. In other words, breaking his curse is not necessarily in that young man's best interest. But enough about that. You're here to ask me about curse-bearers in general, isn't that right? I, in turn, have many questions to ask you in regards to the Blue Moon clan. Also, the vampire of the Blue Moon, the Book of Vanitas, and perhaps...
Yes, indeed. You're right. Let's devote our time to more fruitful discussions. Speaking of which, I have a little request I'd like to make of you, if you don't mind.
All right. What is it you want?
I'm not asking much. Just an audience with your queen.
What's that?
Do I need to dumb it down? I'm telling you to take me to see Her Majesty to the suite.
For what purpose?
Oh, it's simple, really. Shouldn't take long. You see, I believe she gives rise to curse bearers, and I would like to confirm it for myself.
How dare you make such a suggestion?
Why such a reaction? Just let me see her. I merely wish to conduct an examination of your queen's entire body.
Insolent fool!
Well, Riven, what say you? How long has it been since Her Majesty was seen in public? Why has she gone so deep into hiding? It begs the question. Is your queen even alive anymore?
You out of here immediately, human. You malign the good name of our queen with every careless word you speak. You are forbidden from setting foot in this castle again.
It's across the barrier. It's been about a week or so since we returned to the human world. Oh, my whole body's sore, so I've been mostly sleeping.
They sent Myrrh back to us later on.
Well, that's the story.
You would dare to behave that way toward the Queen?
Try to stay calm, sir. You wanna fight? If you think you can take me, then let's do this.
Perfect. I got the exact piece of information I wanted most.
He played us for fools. That human wasn't interested in me at all. He was watching you. Most vampires fly into a blind rage whenever someone dares insult Her Majesty. You should have done the same thing, but you... Instead, you showed dismay. You may as well have confirmed his words right then and there.
Your Majesty, what am I going to do?
Anyway, until the dust settles, I plan to continue curing curse bearers, the same as I've been doing. But I need some info.
Master Orlok has no time for you and your nonsense!
Another incident?
It says vampires have been disappearing.
3 of them gone in 1 week. That's a lot.
Those files aren't for you!
Get out of here now! Hello, Quack.
Ah, Dante. Aren't you a sight for Sora?
Something I think you might really like. Yesterday, we had finally pinned down the location of a curse bearer who had slipped into Paris a while ago. And then... someone showed up and kidnapped her right before our eyes. But like an idiot, Risha tried to stop it! So I got dragged in and beat up too.
For the record, I didn't ask you to save me.
Yeah, and I already regret it!
Oh, yeah? Well, you're a fat!
No, children. No need to fight.
No wonder the attacker got away from your big, slow butt!
Got pretty beat up.
I was walking alone, and then some dastardly ruffian mistook me for a vampire and nearly ran off with me. But they fled the moment they realized I was a Dom. Oh, how easily we submit to fear.
A Dom?
As in Dompier, half vampire and half human. That's what Dompier before.
Well, no.
Hey, Quack! Check that out. Tore it off the abductor's coat.
The emblem looks like a sword that has 6 wings. What?
I know who's behind all the vampire disappearances and who Old Man Orlok's after. The Church's anti-vampire unit. The Chasseurs.
Captain, sir, have you heard yet? There's news about that human.
Yes, I'm aware. Vanitas, I think it was. Not only was he made kin of the Blue Moon clan, but they say vampires are swarming around him to try and make use of his great power. He seems like such a poor lost child. So, no matter what it might take, we must bring him into the fold and save him in the name of...
The Catacombs of Paris. An old stone quarry that was later converted into a vast ossuary. Halt. The Empire of the Dead lies ahead. I'm surprised. I knew that Paris had an ossuary underground, but it's much more of a tourist trap than I thought it would be. It's not bad. It's just curious.
I know. Actually, the ossuary is only a small part of the network of tunnels that runs underneath Paris.
So, Vanitas, Dante saw the Chasseurs heading down here. But do you really think we'll find them somewhere in this labyrinth of bones?
Who knows? That said, they did establish a base down here after they Chasseurs still inhabit the place to this day. I'm sure Dante thinks there's a secret passage down here that leads to their hideout.
Okay, but to learn more about the disappearances, wouldn't it be smarter if we called upon Count Orlok for help?
Heavens no! That simply wouldn't do! Chasseurs and vampires still harbor quite a bit of bad blood, for lack of a better term. One false move and, well, we could easily have another nasty war on our hands.
Meaning, the Count has to be extremely careful.
Now you've got it.
Dante, can we go anywhere without you showing everyone your hot little temper?
Quiet! I'm not leaving until I give him a beating as brutal as I got! You there, man? What are you doing?
Get down!
Oh! Who the hell is that cloaked bastard from yesterday?
Just let it go. We probably wouldn't have found anything good down there anyway.
Hey, the best hiding spot is right under your nose. Everybody knows that's stupid.
Baldy!
What's this? Concern for our partner, are we?
I suppose so. I can't help but notice that he's been acting normal. And well, Normal isn't really normal for him. What took you so long? I almost had time to finish reading this entire book. I don't know where we're going tonight, but don't worry. I took a nice cat nap before we left.
I couldn't care less!
Are you headed off to investigate the disappearances?
None of your business.
Do you really believe the chasseurs are responsible for all this?
Stop following me.
I'm not following. I'm joining. See? Side by side.
Suit yourself.
Why, thank you. I plan to.
No way. This way.
Are you really breaking hands, Ex Machina?
There. One can always rely on the church to provide what's needed. I know it. Let's see. It should be around here.
Where does that passage lead?
The catacombs.
You mean...
Not the same ones we saw today. This is something secret. Somewhere only those in the know are able to reach. The lair of the chasseurs.
But, Vanitas, how do you know about this place? You move with such... Hold on, Vanitas. Tell me honestly, you already know the truth, don't you? All these vampire abductions, who's responsible for them?
Chasseurs. Although you can't call these people chasseurs, really.
I'm not sure I follow.
Listen, Noe. If we run into any of them down here and it comes to a fight, the first thing they'll do is go for your eyes. You underestimate a human foe, you're dead.
This place is different from the areas we've already seen. Are these remains supposed to be special or something?
No, I think...
Inside... See that one? If you look closely, you'll notice that it still has the fangs. Even in death, the bodies of high-ranking vampires retain such vestiges of the formulaic world. All the bones that you see here in this chamber are from vampires that were killed by our predecessors in the underground labyrinth. The Slayer's name is mounted above each one. Those called to the noblest cause, vying to be deemed mightiest of all.
And you are?
Oh, I'm sorry. Where are my manners? I'm Roland Fortis, the 6th Paladin, blessed with the honor of the Jasper Gem.
Paladin? You mean to say you're one of the chasseurs? 12 captains?
Oh, cut it out. I wasn't promoted to captain until recently, so I can't brag. And I haven't been working this district for very long. I still need to memorize the map. What could possibly bring you down into the labyrinth at such a late hour?
Please, excuse us. My name is Vincent, and my companion is Gilbert. We happened to discover a secret passage in the church building. We should have simply reported it, but instead we ventured inside to investigate. Then we ended up getting lost for several hours.
Well, did you say you're lost? That's funny. I'm lost as well.
I'm sorry. You're lost, Sir Roland? Even though you...
Yes, I'm afraid so. I have no idea how I'm supposed to navigate these halls. But then we mustn't forget that the Lord's hand is in all things. How else could I have stumbled across you two kind gentlemen after losing my way so hopelessly? Now, let us go forth without fear. My trusty subordinates are certain to be searching everywhere for me. Come along.
No way. Things could get terribly ugly if we end up back at the Chasseurs guard post. Do you think there's any possible way we can subdue this guy?
Not at all. At least, no way that I can think of.
This was below us.
Oh my. Vincent, come here. I want you to look at something. Sure. I think there's some writing on this wall.
Where?
Hey! Close your eyes, now!
A flash grenade? What's happening to my eyes?
We are a vampire. It's painful, isn't it? That light that just assaulted your vision has the power to render your eyes completely useless.
The real world and the formulaic world are blurring together.
Louis!
You're wearing clothing that doesn't belong to you. Where might the owners be? Have you murdered them?
No.
I don't know why you've come to the catacombs, but I can say for certain that no vampire who sets foot in here ever leaves alive. We are the Chasseurs. You crimson-eyed heretics known as the vampires are our prey. And our blade...
Oh, Lord, please have mercy upon this lost soul. He knows not the foolishness of the blasphemous words that he speaks against your holy name.
You must open your eyes, dear Vanitas! If you turn your back upon the saving grace of the Lord, then you'll never be able to open your heart to the healing power of his almighty word!
Forget your God for 2 seconds, would you?
Here, look into my eyes. The best way to witness the Savior's love is to behold the way his light shines through me.
Huh?
There is nothing for you to fear, little lost lamb. Though you may have gone astray, the Lord won't abandon you. His arms are open. I promise you, I'll save you from the clutches of the vampires, come what may!
This is nauseating.
Durandal.
No way!
He's fast.
Chasseurs are more than human. They use drugs to enhance their fighting prowess.
Thanks a lot. You could have told me that earlier.
Great. Impressive. I've never seen a vampire's mobility return so promptly after being incapacitated by that light.
Please, hold on. If you just listen to me, I could...
As I said, every vampire who sets foot in these catacombs is killed. Not one of them ever leaves here alive.
So the humans here are just like the vampires. None of you bothered to listen to anyone at all.
I didn't notice, Oliver. That means the only way out must be... Oh, right. In there.
Advantage. I'll keep my distance and wait for my strength to come back.
Trying to escape? You coward! You're not going anywhere. Not today!
Let's see how good you are without your weapon. What in the world was that?
You're finished. Owie. Oh, they got away.
Captain!
Ah, Maria, Georges, bonsoir.
Oh no! Your head is bleeding, sir.
I'm so glad to see you. I lost my way and had an altercation with a couple of infiltrators. One of them turned out to be a vampire. Now then, time to hunt.
Oh, Vanitas, where are you? The light is calling.
Captain, please. Don't you think you should lower your voice?
Don't be silly. If he hears me calling for him, then he might respond.
I don't think he will.
Vanitas!
Sir, that's enough!
That guy's here and full of goodwill. He's the worst kind of person, no way. I despise sanctimonious fools who look malice clear in the face and pretend it's something else. They're willing to twist any reality to suit their own ridiculous narratives. It's absolutely infuriating.
Sorry for laughing.
never imagined you'd meet your match, but I guess the day had to come eventually. He isn't so bad, though. You know, I think he might even be growing on me.
That's great. Go bother him, why don't you?
How do your eyes feel? They seem to be better now, thank you. But the two worlds are still a mixed-up blur, so that's making me feel kind of nauseous.
If that light badly distorts your vision, then you can't modify the world formula. So you can't use the battle techniques that you're accustomed to. Let's see.
If I try, I can stand on walls or ceilings.
Do you think you can defeat him?
I'm not sure, but I know we can. Together.
No, wait. The truth is, I came here looking for someone. His name is Moreau. He used to be a chasseur until his obsessive vampire research took a turn for madness and got him expelled. Look at this.
Isn't that the same button that Dante took off one of the kidnappers? 128.
It's a production number. All of these kidnappings. They weren't committed by chasseurs. Not normal ones, anyway. They're enhanced humans, the result of unorthodox experimentation. The work of Moreau.
Why, whom do we have here? Is it me, or does that ponytailed lad seem a trifle familiar? Vanitas? The vampire of the Blue Moon? That blue-eyed fellow from so long ago called himself by that very same name. Eureka! By George Sacre Bleu et voila! It is him, the same lad I once knew. Welcome home. Finally, my precious Teddy. But there's not a force in this world that could keep us apart forever!
All right. Well, let's go.
I repeat, there are two intruders. A light-haired vampire and a raven-haired human. Careful. I require the human be kept alive at any cost. You must not kill him. To think, two trespassers would be such trouble. Olivier will have my head.
Sir, I hate to overstep my position by asking this, but shouldn't we have said it was Vanitas of the Blue Moon?
Oh, you think?
What?
I'm sure it's fine. I'll submit a full report later. Now, let's shelf, you miserable vampire!
The automatons! They're turning against us?
The astromite inside is glowing bright red. I don't think I've seen that before.
Speak to me. What happened here?
Captain, those intruders, don't let them fool you. It sounds crazy, but I get the feeling they have this whole labyrinth memorized. We were on the trail, but then they circled around behind us like shadows. They jumped us. And then we were blinded by an eldritch light. That was when I understood that the hunters had become the hunted.
You mean the Book of Vanitas can even manipulate machines?
Not exactly, but it did allow me to tamper with the astromite that powers the automatons. And...
Did you rewrite the formula?
Precisely. The stone has a conduit to the world formula, just as vampires do. So I put it to use. Pity. I thought we might reach our goal without tangling with the chasseurs. Things never go as planned.
I have so many other questions. How do you know this place well enough to out-navigate Roland and his subordinates? What is this Moreau trying to achieve? What sort of connection do you have with him? And why is it that at times like these, you always make that face?
Hey, can you not make that face?
What are you talking about? This is how I look.
That must be rough. Both of my parents were killed by a vampire. Suffering the same fate. I was trained by the church as one of their recruits. But before I was ready to join the ranks, Moreau took a liking to me and made me his guinea pig instead. End of story.
End of story? That's it?
Oh, and I spent several years down here, so I know my way around. That explains everything, right?
Well, sort of, but... He said all those things like they happened to someone else. Despite that, you don't hold a grudge against vampires?
As far as I'm concerned, there's very little that separates humans from vampires. A monster is a monster. They're all equally selfish and cruel.
That face again! I'm sick of it!
Lower your voice, would you? So get used to it!
Don't lie to me! I know something's wrong!
Quiet!
Ah, finally! There you are!
Noe, try not to look!
Get close.
We'll catch them. To the bypass!
Wait, Maria! No good. The controls have gone down.
No, we're fighting. We have to beat Roland without risking a pitched battle.
Are you serious?
Yes. He's a formidable foe. Perhaps one of the mightiest of the Chasseurs. If we fight, we won't come out unscathed. We must remain focused on our goal, reaching Moreau and the enhanced humans he's taken such pains to create. And if they yet live, will slow us down. One way or another, this ends now.
That's no way to treat a young lady!
A tasty fly caught in our web. We are taking this young lady hostage.
No, overruled.
I overrule your overruling. Must it be so difficult? Trust me, this is the easiest way to deal with so-called men of honor.
Well, I'm against it. We'll just anger him more and dash any hope we have of a peaceful resolution.
Huh? Haven't you been paying attention? There is no peaceful resolution with him.
You do not know that. If we just explain the situation, I'm sure he'll see that we...
This is exactly what makes you people so weak. You have such great power, yet you dig your own graves by shackling yourselves.
That's what you think.
Enough! This conversation is over. After all, working with a naive fool like you will probably be the death of me someday. Oh, I'm sure Roland and his preachy pals will welcome you. So run along, you candy-brained bloodsucker!
Message received, Vanitas. And I take back what I said before. We are going to take a hostage after all.
Huh?
Dear Vanitas!
Remain right where you are. One false move and I'll happily snap his neck in two without a moment's hesitation.
No stealing my lines. Come up with your own, you cheater.
Unclean devil! How can you stoop so low?
Please, calm yourself, Captain. It may very well be a trap.
Yes, but if it's not...
What are you thinking, you idiot? He'll see those...
Did I not tell you before? We can handle it if we work together. No?
Your eyes are terrifying.
Help me, Roland! He's a total maniac! Do something! Please, I see you tonight!
You really think this is all a ruse, George?
Well, it is rather convincing.
I will admit, there is one thing you said earlier in which I can see the wisdom. A protracted battle will turn out in our favor.
Keep that in mind. What are you doing? Pardon me. Huh? Pleased to meet you, Roland. Huh? Let me introduce myself. My name is Noe. I came with Vanitas to investigate an incident.
Noe, you utter imbecile! What are you hoping to accomplish here?
First, I must apologize for entering your domain without leave. It was quite inconsiderate of us. However, you have my word we did not kill the men we took these clothes from. Nor did we cause them undue harm. So please hear us out. We wouldn't have come down here without good reason.
You know something, Vampire? You are very strange.
To the captain!
Dr. Moreau is still alive! Now, do you think you're ready to listen?
That is shocking news, assuming it's true. To think Dr. Moreau could be operating right under our noses after we cast him out. The villain.
Don't you agree, Captain?
No, it actually does make sense. And there are no inconsistencies in his story.
But, sir...
Yeah? What about that stunt you pulled? You threw me!
I was careful to make sure you didn't break anything.
I think you may be missing the point.
So, are you absolutely sure you're a vampire?
Huh?
Well, it's just, you're quite a bit different from any vampire I've ever encountered before.
Obviously. Given that you are Chasseur Captain, you people only hunt the violent ones who go on rampages in the human world.
Yes, of course. That's a good point. Oh my goodness. You certainly are an intriguing intruder. It's decided. Noe, you and I shall be the best of friends. I want to learn every last thing there is to know about you.
Okay.
We have a common...
You don't really need to join forces with him, do you?
Why not? This news concerning Moreau's activities is something we chasseurs must investigate at once.
We should inform our
I'd rather
superiors
drop
first,
dead
sir.
than team up with you holy rollers! Don't dare try to follow us!
This is great. As soon as we discussed the situation, he understood. It worked out. I'm so glad.
But I'm curious why all the fuss. If you'd explained yourself sooner, there would have been no need for the fisticuffs.
Vanitas,
This is it. We're here.
Number 69! Ha! Tell me honestly, you remember me, don't you? It's your old friend, Dr. Moreau!
Vanitas.
Someone come over and take a daguerreotype of us!
Doctor, bonjour! It's an honor to see you again. I knew if you were still in Paris, this is where I'd find you.
Oui, oui. I'm impressed that you remembered how to find the place, number 69. Oh, and who are these people with you? Why, they're armed to the teeth. Friends of yours?
Actually, Doctor, these are friends of yours. As we journeyed through the catacombs, I explained the glory of your magnificent experiments. Naturally, they were quite moved by your genius, and vowed to assist with your endeavors in any way they could. As you may have noticed, they all happen to be chasseurs, which means they'll be extremely useful, not only as your assistants, but bodyguards as well.
Oh, that's incredible! I applaud your ambition, and I must say I'm relieved. If you had been a band of evildoers come to capture me, I'd have had to kill you on the spot. Come, my faithful servants. We must prepare to entertain our guests.
Vanitas, what was that?
Believe me, flattery is the quickest way to get what you want out of Dr. Moreau. He'll probably answer questions we haven't even asked yet. Where are the abducted vampires? Is he the only one behind the kidnappings? You'll know all that and more before this is over. Then we can simply let the chasseurs do as they see fit with him. Or perhaps I might reserve the pleasure of killing him for myself.
Oh, hello. Thank you. Are these the enhanced humans Vanitas mentioned?
I should introduce myself formally. Bon, je m'appelle is my lab where I research vampires.
I have a question, Doctor. If I may be so bold, I heard that you experiment on vampires here. Why would you do such a crazy thing?
Pardonnez-moi.
He means you're doing great work, and he wants to hear about it straight from the source.
Oh, I see. Well, isn't that a commendable attitude? I've always hoped that perhaps I could become a vampire myself one day. When the church sought my help years ago, I agreed to assist them with their vampire research out of a simple intellectual curiosity. But the more I learned about those fascinating creatures, the more fixated I became on a single thought. And that thought is that vampires are a new human species, the very apex of evolution, walking side by side with mankind. When I learned this, I knew I must become one of that great species post-haste. And so, countless hours of my precious time and effort were wasted. Not fair. You have no idea how difficult my life has been since then. Don't you see? After the vampire of the Blue Moon attacked my laboratory and stole you children away, things were never the same.
There was more than one?
All of my creations were destroyed. I lost everything I had. And then, just to top it off, the incident brought my experiments to the attention of the church, and I was nearly executed for it! It was an awful day! No, the worst of days!
That sounds like a mess. I do apologize, Doctor.
Oh my goodness! No, please don't think that I'm
angry at you, dear number 69. You were out each and every experiment. You were sliced and diced to the brink of death, and yet you never breathed a word of complaint against me. Child, I'm so delighted to see that you've returned to the laboratory where you belong. You're here to assist me with my experiments again, aren't you?
How could I do otherwise? As soon as I heard about the disappearing vampires in Paris, I rushed right over here. I knew in my bones that it must have been you, fighting valiantly to complete your important work. But Doctor, you're housed inside the Chasseur's den. Hasn't it been a hindrance to be alone among the very people who exiled you in the first place?
You would think so, but it hasn't. Besides, I'm not truly alone. I have an exalted personage on my side.
Is that so?
Indeed. A fabulous kindred spirit who understands me and supports turn to my good old laboratory.
How fortunate. And who is this benefactor?
I'm sorry, but I can't speak of that. Not even to you. Anyway, take a look at these pupils. A whole jar full of freshly harvested vampire eyeballs. Before the owners died and turned to dust, I salvaged the parts I needed for my experiments. What's this? Let me take a closer look. Call me crazy, but I'd say your eyes have changed colors since the last time we met. Where once they were dark blue, they're much lighter now, like a copper sulfate solution. Could this bizarre development be related to the power possessed by the vampire of the Blue Moon? Tell me everything! Fascinating. Fascinating. Oh, it's also very... I just need one. Come now.
Easy there. Careful what you say. Don't do this.
I have no choice. I've got to. Dr. Moreau, I've been holding my tongue through this whole discussion. But the way you keep saying the number 69, you can't just refer to people as numbers! That's right!
Oh my! Your eyes are red! You're a vampire!
Well, Noe, it's about time. If you'd waited any longer to make a move, I would have slaughtered this obnoxious villain myself.
Forget the plan then! Hold it still. I want to question it.
Okay, I can do that.
Spit it out, you freak! Who was this exalted personage you mentioned earlier?
I have a question too. Who is this specimen?
Please get back! Please don't hurt me! God!
You again. Ah, Monsieur Spider! Thank you for rescuing me.
That does it, Doctor. I'm destroying your laboratory.
That's not fair!
Dog, that means... Charlatan, Mania, this man, Dr. Moreau, they're all connected somehow.
Oh dear, seems my little friend is awake.
The curse bearer Dante's group was after. Could it have manifested already?
Not so fast! Ah yes, before I forget. How's dear old number 71 been doing recently? Of the Blue Moon took both of you from me that horrible day so long ago. I'm surprised you aren't together.
Big brother! Why must you despise Father so much? Father was the only one kind enough to save us both from Dr. Moreau's lab and back.
Give my father back to me!
What is it? Are you alright? Pay attention! What on earth is that thing? Help us fight or stay out of the way. Tell me what we're dealing with.
It's the Malnomen. Predator. Or the Shadow. It ravenously devours any and all life in its path.
Inverse operations won't do us any good this time. The only solution is to get the curse bearer out of it somehow. Understood?
Wait, what? We can do that?
You're such a silly fool. Come now. Why do you continue to tell her dear father? You already know you're too late, so you might as well just tell them. After all, you don't want anyone else's blood on your hands, do you?
Can you hear me? You have to stand up. Please, Vanitas.
No, wait. Get Roland and his people out of here. The shadow will vanish after it consumes the curse bearer. In the meantime, as long as we lock it up in here, it can't harm anyone else. That'll end it.
Are you saying the host will die?
I fear it's too late now. I don't know how to pry a curse bearer out of the shadow, so there's nothing more that I can...
I'm not ready to give up. Tell me something.
What's on your mind?
What do you suppose it might be like in the maw of that monster?
Huh?
If we can't defeat it from out here, we'll just have to go inside.
What the hell is wrong with you? We'll never survive that!
If you're too scared, then you can stay here. But I've decided I'm going in with or without you.
What the? Don't just walk away!
Vanitas, do you remember what you are? What it is you do? And the reason you came here?
You're a fool. Do you even know why you're doing this? Enough.
Why am I hit? Now, Roland, lend me a hand!
Maria! George, bring it down!
There he is. The curse bearer who manifested this monster.
Don't be afraid. We can do this.
If we work together, right? Sure.
What the? I thought we were goners. Please forgive me. I shouldn't have been so cocky before. I clearly underestimated the enemy.
You see? I told you! I have no idea how we're still alive. It makes no sense.
We saved the curse bearer. And that's what matters, wouldn't you say?
We'll all slip through our fingers, though.
Well, I suppose that's true.
Run for it!
Why did the whole place explode like that?
He must have set some trigger to destroy the lab and all the materials inside, in case of emergency.
No way. These children are some of the vampires he kidnapped, yes?
I guess so.
Please allow me to see that they're taken care of. The vampires had no part in this incident. If anything, we chasseurs made a mess of it. Fix everything. For now, the two of you need to depart the catacombs at once. It won't matter to them why you came down here. Since you entered the domain of the chasseurs without their permission, they will take you into custody. Get out of here, quickly.
You're just letting them go?
You can leave everything else to my group, all right? Now go, before it's too late.
We will, Roland. Thank you.
Next time, may we meet beneath the sunlight. Very well. George, Maria, the captives are in your care.
Sure.
Roland! This is hardly the time for your absurdity!
What caused that tremor? What fresh hell have you brought us today?
I'll file a detailed report later. For now, this is much more important. You won't believe it, but I've become friends with a vampire.
Here comes another Roland
Oh,
migraine.
dear. What's the matter? Shall I go fetch your medicine?
You're the matter, you great moron! Listen, do you know what you've done? If the other Chassus heard about this, then
Let me guess. I'd find I'm no longer welcome here, right? The thing is, I saw something spectacular today. A human and a vampire sharing a laugh together. They seem to be true, understand each other. It never occurred to me that something I had accepted as common sense could be overturned so easily, and all within a single day. What am I to do? It feels like my heart's going to beat right out of my chest.
Captain, sir.
What is it?
Damn. That dimwit really is asking for trouble. And he'll get it.
We finally made it out.
Was it wrong of us to just go? We sure left a mess for Roland to clean up back there.
Who cares?
Knowing Vanitas, he probably never wanted to be a part of this in the first place. And yet, he chose to be, because of the Curse Bearers. Was it his sense of duty as a doctor?
I'm so tired.
Yeah, I know. No, that wasn't it. That was only a crutch that he was leaning on.
It matters not who disagrees! I will save the vampires!
I wonder. The one who seeks salvation most of all, who prays for redemption. Perhaps it's Vanitas himself.
Nó quýnh gì con. Cái gì mình đâu rồi trời. Đây.
Không nghe hả? Không nghe hả? Trời phết có lắc nó lắc kìa quần đau má sao
ấy Rồi bọn mẹ ta trả thù luôn.
đã nghĩ cho từ lúc rồi đã từ nhà là ít từ nhà thì mà lúc kia xong
Có bị ngu không? Có bị ngu không? Ngu không? Rồi nha. Giọng bơm đi đầu nó.
thì Sài Gòn tàu chỉ nóคือchúng ta tôi mới sửa thành
Để nó bị nó kéo nó chứ. Hoài luôn.
đúng rồi là tao mẹ quá mẹ ba nữa cái gì
Hay quá thôi.
tóc quy không được kìa có để trên thân là dànhตัวเต็มไปเลยได้ว่าตัวเป็นมันตัว
thì cái giống mai lên luôn.
Không ai mà lòng anh đau, chẳng thể nói thành câu dù rất nhớ em. Ngày đó khi ta bắt đầu mình hứa bên nhau dài lâu, nhưng giờ đây em đã quên, em quên hết rồi. Nhưng ngày khi không có anh em sẽ thế nào, và rồi khi không có em anh sẽ ra sao. Mặt đắng trên môi lúc này, nhìn mưa nhớ em từng cơn. Thôi thì phải tập thói quen bước đi một mình. Ngày xưa ta cùng nhau trải qua biết bao thăng trầm, bỏ qua tất cả sống vì nhau. Nếu trân trọng thời gian đã qua em sẽ thấy tiếc nuối.
Quá ngu. Chuối.
Gì ạ? Cái gì cân ạ?
Sắp tới sẽ đi cùng cân.
Cân ở đông không khách quá vậy.
Cái gì tao còn lên gì anh nội.
Ăn gì suốt ngày ăn cháo?
Móc vô đầu, né hộ.
Đã. Nay là ăn cháo. Cháo con nào?
Mày về về
Anh được 2 bát à bạn? Anh được 6, anh được 2 bát à bạn?
Càng là đuổi gì nữa đi. Đó mẹ nó không? Đó mẹ quá trời đó càng đuổi gì. Đó có súng là bạn được cái gì hả?
Dạ giết á.
ông phản phản
Để cho tao tích phát cầu nha, hãy sẽ đừng lựa chọn trời ba chịu hết luôn trời ba
Tôi là kiểu
ban đâu no ban
biết ngay thế nào nó có lát mà
no ban nhiều
pen rồi.
ban rồi
quen thật
Đứng đấy cho nó pen nữa.
chị đừng rồi
Nó cũng con. Gì đây mấy má? Chơi game không vậy?
Rót cái giỏ xuống này ra. Nghỉ đi, áp cao đi. Lẹp lâu vậy là sao hai tiền của mình.
Game sao nhỉ?
Trên trong đó là video không được chạy.
Đấy không có đồ ra nhận được. Hay lắm. Còn gặp cái gì không đâu em. Xanh thì lên trước nửa giờ cũng được các ông. Sợ cái gì cứ đừng nút nút. Chờ nó kéo.
Yếu rồi. Vậy. Cana tới ta từ từ tới mày muốn phá
Mày em tăng mày mẹ mày ở đây.
để đát lại vô không qua đây đủ
Đánh như thế sao?
phải
Trời ơi. Ê, chị hỏi.
sorry to bother you, monsieur. I came to deliver a card addressed to you.
Hold on, Amelia. Might you be able to describe the person who gave you this?
Forgive me. The hotel asked me to pass it along, but I didn't see who the sender was. My goodness.
Get a hold of yourself.
What's happening? Vanitas, are you going out somewhere?
It's a secret. On a date? The two of us. Oh, Jeanne, you must have lost your marbles.
When I think back to the evening that we met, I realize that I was the one who delivered the first blow. I couldn't have blamed you if you had decided to kill me for what I did, but you chose not to. Though the other vampires heaped their scorn upon you for doing so, you saved the curse bearers as well. When I realized the power that you hold over me, I should have run from you as fast as I could. But ever since, each day and night, my mind has been tortured with thoughts of only you. And so, I fear... Much as it pains me to say so, I believe that I may have fallen for you. I must know whether these feelings that dwell within my heart can truly be called love. So please, do not forsake me.
Huh?
There it is. Exactly the reaction I need. I knew this was going to be the right way to take care of it.
You want me to tell you how to make Vanitas hate you?
Correct. I have no patience for that man. But the more I reject him, the more gleefully he insults me with his closeness. It's too much. I can't bear to have him toss this terrible dilemma. I beg you to lend me your advice.
Well, how am I supposed to know? But she's so cute when she's desperate. Surely there's something I can do for her. Come to think of it, Noe did tell me something potentially illuminating. He remembers Vanitas saying that he had no interest in the sort of person who could love him back, or something like that. Meaning all you have to do is pretend to fall madly in love with that imbecile. He'll be so disgusted he'll leave you alone. Why, it's absolutely foolproof!
Today I force myself to love you body and soul, that you may come to utterly despise me. It'll only work if I can manage to seem genuine.
But then how could I refuse an invitation from you? I've made my feelings very clear. Besides, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't intrigued by this sudden change, and I would like to see where it leads.
I'm so very glad.
Enjoy this while you can, Vanitas. You may think you hold the power, but soon I'll have you in the palm of my hand.
I must say, Jeanne, that dress is simply breathtaking.
Isn't it? Lady Dominique gave it to me, along with the accessories. And what's more, she picked out this entire ensemble just especially for me.
Don't you understand, Jeanne? When I compliment your outfit, what I'm really telling you is that you're beautiful. Let's be off, shall we?
To his words as though I were truly in love with him?
Huh? Quark and the Hellfire Witch? There's definitely something wrong with my eyesight. You're Dominique Dessart. Excuse me.
Oh, right. You're that Dom I met.
What are you doing?
I'm tailing these idiots. Can't you tell?
Why?
No, Sean!
Not to worry. You're safe.
Forgive me. I was...
It's all right as long as you didn't get hurt. Just be careful.
Better than I thought. I'm not sure how well this plan will play out.
Why is this happening and why do we care?
You have quite a unique way of sleeping.
Lord Riven?
And bonjour to you, my boy. Were you having a pleasant dream? Apologies for the sudden intrusion.
No, please.
This venerable cafe has been operating since the 17th century. It's one of my favorite places to dine in the mortal world.
I don't mean to be rude, but if it's so popular,
I was hoping we could have a leisurely chat together.
Really? With me? Instead of Vanitas?
Well, there are numerous questions I could ask him if I'd brought him along. However, he probably would have hijacked the whole discussion, don't you agree? Just like last time, he got every bit of information he wanted out of me, but he didn't allow me a chance to ask a single question of him.
It's true. I don't know anything about Vanitas' past either.
But you must know something about what kind of person he is, at least. And your connection to Vanitas aside, you're also the Shapeless One's child. That in itself is enough reason for me to take an interest in you.
I had no idea that my teacher was so interesting.
You treat your teacher so casually. To be honest, he's more interesting than any of us know.
I don't understand. When I first encountered this man, I despised him with every ounce of my being. But now, my heart is racing with unbridled passion.
It's too late. I'm the one who instigated this affair, and it's my duty to watch over them to the end. I'm going to stick to those two lovebirds like glue.
That's so idiotic.
No one asked you!
If you don't mind, it's probably safe to let go of my hand now.
But you're such a reckless walker, dear.
I'll stop! I just want
This, I barely recognize him. Where's that selfish, egotistical brute I met before? This is so different. It's driving me mad.
Well, Jana, is there somewhere special you'd like to go today?
Actually, I was hoping to see more of the city.
That's odd. It's not as if it's your first time in Paris.
I know that, but whenever I'm here with Master Luca, I have to keep close watch over him. I can't afford to look around and enjoy the view.
Well then, now's your chance to experience it to the fullest.
What's that?
The Palais Garnier, an opera house.
And that?
Le Grand Magasin,
And that?
the Arc de Triomphe.
And those?
Relax, darling. Those are cats.
Oh,
Ah, so the whale swims again today.
how grand! This world's Paris is so very different from Altus Paris. Why am I enjoying this? You mustn't forget your objective, Jean. This date is meant to sever all ties with Vanitas, now and forever.
Jana, would you care for a...
I hate this. Sorry, but it's sort of turning into a regular old date now. I'm gonna be on my way.
Don't be stupid. You've come this far, so let's see it through.
A lovely view, no? Montmartre is actually the highest hill in all of Paris.
That tower.
That's the Sun Tower, the star of the next Exposition Universelle. A tasteless thing, if you ask me. I was sure they would adopt Gustave Eiffel's proposal, but c'est la vie. So vain, just like Bobble. Now then, I'm going to step away for a moment.
What? But why?
Nature calls.
Oh.
I expect to hear your answer upon my...
What is it?
It's nothing. I'm sorry, sir.
Don't be so bashful. What's on your mind?
It's just that when I speak with you, it's a little like I'm attending my old lessons all over again. What is it? The way that you speak? Something about you reminds me so much of my teacher. Maybe it's because conversing with you is fun. It's silly, right? Since other than that, you two are very different people.
Long ago, I used to work as an instructor of sorts. This was when it was common for humans and vampires to hate and slaughter one another. I had many faithful students gather at my side. They adored me. I strove not only to creating a brighter future.
That sounds wonderful. Have they kept in touch?
They're dead now. It's true, they were all killed.
I'm sorry, sir. I had no idea. Please forgive me for bringing it up.
You know, if I had students now, I would want them to be like you. Then my days would be filled with joy. But you do cause me concern. What if someone were to come along and take advantage of that pure and generous heart of yours, Noe?
Are you referring to Vanitas, sir? He won't. I mean, it's complicated. He'll try to use almost anyone, and yet he can't bear the thought of someone getting hurt because of him. The man is a walking contradiction. He told me he selfish and monstrous creatures. His words annoyed me, but also, I sensed such a loneliness in him.
What do you think, Noe? What is vampire kind to you? And what about the humans?
I mustn't lose sight of the task at hand. This absurd charade is almost over. All I have to do is convey that I'm in love with him. Now I'll just practice my confession speech. Vanitas, I had so much fun today. It was a joy to see so many new sides of you. I'm truly grateful. I think I would like the opportunity to learn even more about you. I'm beginning to like... Wait, why am I so embarrassed? It was easy to say before. What's changed?
I fancy you too. That made my whole day, hearing you profess your feelings for me out loud.
Wait! That isn't the reaction I wanted!
Oh no?
Completely wrong!
Really?
You're supposed to look at me with contempt like I'm no better than a disgusting insect for loving you, don't you say?
Really, Shanga? What sort of a twisted game is that, you funny bunny? Does someone have a fetish?
Careful.
Oh dear.
Her eyes, they're red!
It's a vampire! That young lady is a vampire!
Contain yourself, ma chérie.
What? Out of here, twag!
Dante!
Let's just say you owe me one.
What are humans to me? And what are vampires? What does he mean? Sorry, I don't think I understand.
Well, you were taken in and raised by humans when you were young, isn't that right? So what I want to know is, do you stand on the side of the vampires, or should I call you our enemy?
In my view, it's anybody who sets out to harm the people I care about. Whether human or vampire, that's got nothing to do with a person's character, sir. I like vampires and humans. People are people. That's the way it should be.
All right. I think I understand. You failed the test.
What's wrong with me? Lord Riven,
Listen, I have to ask again. Are you a curse bearer or not? Do you recall any encounters with Charlatan? Do you suffer from any other symptoms aside from the desire to consume blood? Relax. If someone's forbidden you to speak of it, you can start by saying that.
I've kept my promise. I haven't taken anyone else's blood, just as you asked.
Really? Well then, I suppose that's worthy of a reward.
Slowly slipping away. Eventually, I fear I may not be myself anymore. What if I cause harm to Master Luca someday? What if I...
Shun, as it stands, I don't have enough information to confirm whether you're a curse bearer or not, which means I can't promise I'll cure you. Even so, there's hope. All is not lost. If I have to, I promise I will kill you. Don't worry. You have my word.
Listen well. I want you to swear that upon an occasion of my choosing, no matter what I may require of you, you will obey my request. Swear it. Swear it.
Yes, of course. I swear it. I will obey at the moment of your choosing. Whatever you... I swear to you.
Glad to hear it.
Why didn't you kill him?
I changed my mind. His teacher concerns me. It's important that we discover why the Shapeless One is keeping an archiviste in his pocket, don't you agree? And in the meantime, we may find it helpful to have the lad as a pawn. He's but a child. We can slay him anytime we wish. You have potential, my dear boy. But you'd best remember your vow to me when the moment arrives.
Hey, what's the matter with you, Vanitas? Why do you sound so out of breath? Wait, what is that? Have you gotten hurt?
Forget it.
Why did Vanitas run off so suddenly? In any case, he's been gone for a while now. Perhaps I should leave.
Bonjour, Jean.
Professor Riven, what are you doing here?
There was a matter that needed to be dealt with quickly. I heard that a vampire had caused trouble on Montmartre, so I came to investigate. Am I to assume it was your doing, Jean?
Please allow me to explain myself. I can assure you that there were no humans harmed at all. Well, yes, I suppose I did fight this one human, but that was a special case. It was...
I must tell you, Jean, how beautiful you look. A pity Eric and Louise weren't fortunate enough to see you this way.
Professor.
The night grows cold. Let us return home now.
Well, any luck?
Nope. No sign of him yet. We might as well call off the search. I mean, hey, they obviously made a clean escape, right?
True. But Jean was definitely acting strange before. I think I'll keep looking for a while.
Roland? Huh? Rumor
has it you've been snooping around for something?
Oh, you needn't say it like that. I simply wanted to brush up on my history a bit. Nothing more.
History?
That's right. It's only some human and vampire stuff. No need to look so angry. I promise I haven't touched any forbidden tomes.
Good to know. But why the sudden interest?
Because I thought I might discover something that I didn't have the heart to see before. Until recently, I had always considered the vampires to be purely evil creatures. There wasn't a doubt in my mind. I never had a single reason to question the idea. But now, my eyes have been opened. I can see!
There is no cause for concern, monsieur. Captain Roland is righteous and faithful to a fault. Surely he would never go...
Roland is a fervent believer, but his faith doesn't lie in God. He believes in himself as God's servant.
Idiot! Don't you realize? You are a chasseur. Your job is to hunt vampires in the name of the Lord. If our superiors learn of the things you've said, they'll mark you as dangerous. If that happens, Roland, your parents and siblings may very well be put in harm's way.
Say, Olivier, how many paladins do you think I could defeat in battle if it were only me? 3 men? Or 4, perhaps even more, if I were looking to tempt the hand of fate.
What are you saying?
Then again, I imagine I would have a rough time of it if I...
Is he trying to say he would be willing to fight me?
You understand, right, Olivier? You know what kind of man I am. I can only put my heart into something if I firmly believe it to be true.
Honestly. What's this?
I've got something!
Dante, I thought Dominique was with you.
Huh? Domi?
Oh, hell. Of course you were onto us.
You two are about as subtle as a pair of wild elephants.
Fair enough. But never mind that. I just got a crazy bit of info. Get a load of this. The beast of Gévaudan lives, and it's back to its old business.
Gévaudan... What? Don't tell me everything. It's sweet. This legendary creature was said to look like an enormous wolf. Depictions of the beast's appearance typically included pointed ears, a large, twisted maw, razor-sharp claws, a massive body covered in fur, and several black stripes covering its back. Some years ago, in Auvergne and Gévaudan, the bodies of over 100 women and children were found brutally mauled. Known as the Beast of Gévaudan, this creature inspired terror far and wide.
Even today, people have all sorts of theories as to what the beast actually was. But back then, both the church and vampires agreed on one thing. Curse bearer.
So what's this about the Beast of Gévaudan rearing its ugly head? Is it one and the same as the killer of legend?
Honestly, I can't say either way yet, but I can tell you that 5 bodies have already turned up this month alone. And all different, too. Some of them had their entrails ripped out, some were missing heads, you name it.
Exactly like the original.
Yeah, and we've even got some eyewitness accounts of the beast. Alright, so what do you propose we do first?
Leave it to me. I'll learn for myself whether that monster's a curse bearer. Well, Noe, what will you do?
Me? Right. Let me think. It sounds terribly delicious.
Huh? Are you saying you want to eat the Beast of Gévaudan?
I must say, you're a uniquely surprising individual, Noe. Don't tell me. Is this a food fetish of some sort?
Oh god. What was the question? Vanitas' split smells so intoxicating it's impossible to concentrate on anything else. But why now? I already knew it smelled good, so it's not like that's new information. Why can't I resist? Wait, I get it! I spent the entire day sleeping, right? Which means I haven't eaten yet. Which means I'm completely ravenous. That's the only logical answer. And when I'm hungry, it always makes me thirsty too. It's because I slept too much. I do feel pretty lethargic. The sense of smell is only getting stronger. This blood smells delectable. I have to taste it. Maybe I can stave off the craving with a piece of bread.
Need blood.
I know, but we're having an important discussion. Wait, is it all right for me to drink blood from a human who's been marked by someone else? Just a taste. It smells so sweet. You must let me try.
What's with him?
It's like when I drank the blood of that child from the village just for fun.
Listen carefully, Mon Jeton. You have a special ability to see people's memories whenever you drink of their blood, which means that you have to be more responsible than other vampires.
Like how?
What he's saying is that it's a form of communication that requires agency. So if you...
Persuade them? What did he mean? How would I do that?
No,
What? Vanitas? Given your intolerable personality, one would think this should be impossible. But the fact is, your blood has a divine aroma that I find irresistible.
Was that an insult?
No, it was a compliment!
Oh.
Anyway, what I'm trying to say to you is that all I'm asking for is just the smallest taste of...
Archivist! Listen well, because I'll only say this once. If you make any attempts to drink my blood and thereby peer into my memories, I will not merely resist. I'll kill you. Are we quite clear?
Get I said it. That went terribly. You have it all wrong. It wasn't because I wanted to see into your memories, Vanitas. Then again, maybe I did. Perhaps I'm wrong.
Just stop it already! You are making me crazy! If you've got something to say to me, then say it!
Sorry. No, it's nothing. Listen, what happened yesterday, that was all my fault, alright? To be honest, there's a part of me that wants to blame you for putting off such a scent. Around a vampire, it's not smart to smell so sickeningly sweet.
Hey?
But all things considered, I have to admit it's possible that drinking your blood was no more than a pretext born of my desire to find out more about your past.
Why even bother looking into my past, Noe? What could you possibly hope to gain from that?
I've told you that before. Have you forgotten?
Does that archivist power of yours work on blood you consume from anywhere? Or must it come straight from the vein?
Well, it's just like draining their life energy. If you want to see someone's memories, then through the vein is the only way. You need to drink the blood from the source. Occasionally, consuming it indirectly will let me view fragments of a person's emotions, though.
Oh, really? In that case, the next time I get injured, lick the blood off my clothes. But that's a one-time offer, understand?
You mean it? Just kidding.
Now then, shall we, Noe?
Sure.
We'll take this train to Gévaudan.
Pardonnez-moi. Oh, no. Entirely my fault, monsieur. No harm.
Noe, over here.
I'll be right there, Vanitas. I'm so sleepy.
Haven't you gotten a moment of sleep this whole time?
Well, I wanted to, but I was afraid that if I closed my eyes, you would use that opportunity to sneak away.
You better get some shut-eye while you can.
And if I fall asleep, you won't leave me? You'll be here when I wake up, do you promise?
I'll wake you when we get there. Now, get some rest.